Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beat? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Prize Fighter. Waiting for the homie BVO to check in. He left me up here high and dry, so it is what it is. Shout out to the homie D Free. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Marky Dan, my partner. And shout out to the homie Dub Right Side. Hopefully them brothers pull up. You already know what it is. BVO said he gonna be back, so you already know what time it is when he get on here. We coming in. Bentley, shout out Bentley, talking about busting chops tonight. Yeah, all right, here you go with that. He's starting off that bull already. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at him. Shout out Bentley. He pulls up. So it is what it is. We in here getting ready for my partner. He gonna pull up in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we got this. We'll get it cracking in a little second. But the topic is Frank Martin and Tank Davis. Yeah, shout out all of course. We got Tank versus Frank Martin. The last, you know, today, the last couple of days, um, I don't believe nothing into. I was already like that anyway, but I really that just proves my point. I don't believe nothing into, the promoters and we got a date, a site, you know what I mean, all that stuff because who knows who Tank gonna fight? Because they said Ryan was supposed to fight this guy, Ryan was supposed to fight that. He said he was. So if Tank and if they fight, that would be all right for me. You know what I mean? I like Martin as an opponent. I'm pretty sure people want to see Tank go up against a brother. They criticize him for that. I'm pretty sure they want to see Tank go up against somebody who's athletic, slick, can move around, got pretty decent defense. So we just got to wait and see, man. He said Tank is a coward. I mean, I was watching some videos today, and they was making a lot of sense, man. Tank he seems like he doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. I mean, if you just go by what it looks like, you know, he seemed like he is a little hesitant. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's his team. We don't know. We don't that parts with Devin, and I think they can beat each other. I think Devin can beat him. I think Devin can beat Tank too. We got to wait and see, but it's hard. It's hard to really say what they're gonna do because these boys be tweeting, deleting. They make up stories. They post, flyers of fights announced and all this stuff, and then you wake up and it's not what you thought it was. It was Terrence Crawford fight Tim Zoo next, and Zoo got a fight with Keith Thurman out of nowhere. I know on this channel we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about nothing about no Keith Thurman versus no Tim Zoo. We was talking about maybe against Jerron Ennis, maybe against Stanionis, stuff like that. We wasn't talking about now he's moving up to 54 and he's an immediate shot at title. So Keith Thurman, whether you like him or not, he puts himself in the position to do what he needs to do. But I don't like the fight for him. I mean, I'm still going. I picked him to win. I'm gonna stand on that. So hopefully he can do what he needs to do. But back to Tank and Frank Martin. I'm pretty sure a lot of people on this panel would like to see that fight. Matter of fact, a lot of people around the world would like to see that fight. But Tank is in a tough spot right now. He has to pick an opponent that is worthy to the fans. A lot of people don't want to see Pitbull Cruz. Well, matter of fact, he got to fight, so that's out the door. That's good because I would really knock his ass out too, by the way. But Tank is in a tough spot. We don't know what he's gonna do, man. We really don't know what he's gonna do. If he was smart, he would try to do everything in his power to get Frank Martin in the ring. If he don't do that, then who else is he gonna fight? Nobody. There's not a lot of people that want to see him fight O'Reilly. I mean, Gary Russell doesn't seem interested in any fights. I mean, where is Tank gonna go? Like, what's he gonna do, bro? The BVO said I'm on Devin's payroll. I ain't on Devin's payroll. I don't have a horse in this race in today's boxing climate. It ain't like what I grew up watching. So I don't trust none of these young boys. These young boys tweet things, they delete things, they're emotional, they get on Instagram and say things, they get on Twitter and say things. Come on, man. Like, stop with the nonsense, bro. You can't trust none of these young boys. How am I going to be on somebody's payroll? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just going off the information that I gather throughout the day. And then when we come get on the show, I just go from there. So I don't know where you get that from. You on T.O.'s payroll. Matter of fact, did he cut our checks? We need our checks from T.O. But Frank Martin is a formidable opponent for me. I'm okay with that fight. I don't see where else Tank could go. I might could be wrong. I mean, somebody might can type it in who else they might want to see Tank fight. But what you gonna do? What is he gonna do, bro? Like, what is Gervonta Tank Davis gonna do, bro? He's running out of options. He's running out of options. Fights are off the table. But I'm glad to see him back in the gym, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? BVO say it's better than ever. I bet. He never showed Spanish fighters any respect. That's cap. When I said was the number one 140 pounder, but I don't show Spanish. That's cap. Get out of here. I don't even know why. Where are you at? Get up on this panel. You talking crazy. Bentley said Tank need to fight Haney, T.O., or Shakur now. Well, T.O. has a fight, so we got to root T.O. out. We can't have how you gonna say he need to fight T.O. now How you gonna fight Tio now when Tio got to fight? He didn't even get through Jermaine Ortiz yet. So we can't even. We just got to take his name out of there. So get him out of there. Shakur, that's not happening. You know. Then they got to negotiate with Bob Arum. I don't know if Javante wants to do that, him and his team, but I would like to see the fight. You said Tank don't have the nuts to fight King Tio, whatever. After Tio whooped Jay. Who? Oh, Jermaine. Oh, okay. He probably talking about Jermaine. Yeah, I mean, he number. If you like I said, BVO, you could argue if he number one. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? He beat the man to beat the man. But, a lot of people don't like T.O., so a lot of people consider Devin number one. He's more popular, in my opinion. He does more pay-per-views and just whatever. Everything about him is just better than T.O. right now at this point. So I don't know where you're getting off with all your crazy comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Now here you go. He's a black guy. Tio is a black Spanish guy. That's why. Yeah, all right. You trolling right now, man. You trolling. But I seen something, and I know a lot of people don't like the brother. A lot of people don't like Blue Blood Sports TV, but he had an interesting take on Tank Davis fighting Devin at 140. Pitbull Cruz. He was saying something like, I can't remember word for word what he was saying, but basically he was saying like, well, Pitbull Cruz is moving up to 140 to fight Rolly. Tank is bigger than Pitbull Cruz, but Rolly is going to be huge in there against Eastside Pitbull Cruz. So Pitbull Cruz don't have a problem with going up there. Rolly going to be big on fight night, but it's okay. Nobody's saying that like Blue Blood was saying. Nobody's talking about that, but people want to talk about how, Devin Haney too big for Tank Davis and all that stuff. But there's other people doing the same thing, just moving up, doing what they got to do. So Pitbull Cruz is, I don't know. He should beat Rolly, but he will be at a disadvantage. He's going to be way smaller. Rolly can crack. And, Eastside Cruz don't move around the ring. He's just going to be right there. But if they meet in the middle of the ring, Rolly can definitely knock him out. But if Pitbull Cruz pushes Rolly back, then the fight, Pitbull Cruz will get to Rolly. He'll get to him. But it's other people busting moves. And it seemed like Tank team, I'll say his team, they say a bunch of things like, I like Calvin Ford, man. Don't get me wrong, bro. Shout out to him. But bro, stay off them podcasts. Stay off, just take a break from just saying things. You saying that you don't want him to fight Shakur because if Shakur don't come to fight and all this stuff, then cut the ring off and have your guy knock him out. But I mean, Calvin Ford, you just need to just fall back, dog. Like, I don't even know if Tank gonna be knowing when you finna do interviews or saying what you be saying, dog. Cause you be having him looking crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? You need to just not do so many interviews. I'm not gonna say don't do any interviews, but bro, come on, Calvin, man. Like, you be saying one thing, then you say another thing. You remember this shit is recorded, bro. Y'all are under a microscope, dog. People are watching you. People are watching your interviews, Calvin Ford. And you be saying things that make Tank look crazy. And I'm pretty sure Tank don't feel that way. I know he's a role model. He's a father figure, all this stuff. But, bro, Calvin be having him looking crazy sometimes, to me. Now, y'all can agree or disagree. That's fine. But to me, Calvin Ford be having Tank looking crazy sometimes, bro. Just stop doing interviews. So many interviews. Because I think genuinely he forget what he say in one interview, then he go on another interview and say some other stuff. So I don't think Tank feel like that, bro. I think Tank will fight any of these bulls, but it got to make sense business wise. And I know y'all don't like that, but it is what it is, especially with these new cats. In today's world, these boxers, these fighters, today's world. So I don't know. I'm not jacking Calvin Ford right now. I'm just not. I don't have to. And you niggas can get up here and say what you want to say. I don't gotta. If I'm not feeling them right now, I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not jacking Calvin Ford right now, bro, because he be making Tank, he be saying shit that have Tank look crazy, dog. I mean, shit, bro.
So
I
do
don't
you
know.
think he's allowed to say that without Tank knowing what he's finna say? You don't think you think
Yes.
he just says what he wants to say?
Yes. Yes. I think Calvin Ford gets up there, and do you think he called Tank and say, yo, I'm going to say this, or I'm going on an interview today? No. He be on the Rise podcast all the time, and shout out to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? No, Tank don't know what he gonna say. And Calvin Ford is like
Okay,
a
but
father.
my only problem, my only pushback to what you're saying is Tank don't never correct it. So what does it matter?
Yeah, he don't correct it because again, he's doing 1,000 gazillion interviews, and Tank ain't searching the internet like that to see what kind of interview. I don't think he is. He got other shit he got
Man,
going on.
these niggas listen to everything. All
Yeah,
these
they do.
they
They
listen
do.
to everything.
They do, and they
They
don't. But
listen to
again,
everything. And if he's saying something, if I'm just speaking, if it was me, if it was anybody that I know, if you saying something that I don't want you to say, hey, I ain't say that. That's what Calvin said. That's not what I'm saying. Calvin's saying that, but I'm saying this. But Tank don't
yeah,
never say nothing. He
he
just
don't
sit
say
there.
nothing. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
So
just sit there.
obviously, it's okay. Obviously, he
So
doesn't have a
yeah,
problem. Maybe he might.
exactly. It's a, and
Maybe
I'm
he calls
saying
him.
that he
Go ahead.
probably agrees with everything that the nigga's saying.
Maybe he does, maybe he don't. I mean, that remains to be seen. We don't know. Like Tank might call him behind the scenes and be like, "Yo, Cal, man, that was crazy, dog." Like he might be like, "Man, I know what to do." DEW. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I mean, I just want him to stay off
No,
the. I just
no.
want him to stay off the
Tank,
interviews, bro.
Tank don't be knowing what Calvin's saying. He don't be agreeing with Calvin. I mean, it's evidence of that. When Calvin Ford said he wants Tank Davis to fight Pitbull Cruz, Tank Davis said, "I'm not fighting Pitbull Cruz," and we see he's not fighting Pitbull Cruz. So it ain't
So
Tank. Tank
that
don't.
Frank Martin shit is real.
Yeah, that's Frank. The Frank and Tank fight.
Yeah.
No, no, it's they. We don't know if it's real. They ain't nobody came out and spoke about it. That's what people that's what people believe is going to be nuts. Nobody know if that's real or not. They never came out and said nothing about it. Tank hasn't said
So what's
nothing,
this card?
and
Because I
and,
saw
and
this
Spence
screen.
hasn't said nothing.
I saw this news report today. It's supposed to be a card
No,
March the 30th on Amazon Prime. Ain't Tank supposed to be on
yeah,
that card?
no,
Yeah,
he was supposed to be on that card. I'm not sure if he's going to be on that card because right now it's Tim Zoo and Keith Thurman.
is that the main event though, Free?
I don't know. They haven't put the card together. They still putting cards together because Rolly and Pitbull Cruz is on that card as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know.
So Keith Thurman gonna get a fight, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
it's already signed, sealed, delivered. He's going to get a shot at the junior middleweight title of the world. So
Oh no,
No, it's not for the, it's not
no.
it's not
It's
it's
not a
not for the
title fight.
title. It's not
It's
for
it's
not
the
a title
not.
title.
fight.
Tim Zoo is
No.
not putting up the belt.
No,
No,
it's
they
not for the belt.
won't sanction it as a title fight because Thurman been out of the
Good.
ring too long.
Good
No,
for
that's
them.
not
It's
that's not the reason why. It's because they're not fighting at the weight class.
They fight
54.
at 54, ain't they?
No, they're fighting at I think it's 55 or 56. They're not fighting at the
Really?
weight class.
Where'd you get that one from, Free? I didn't see that all day.
That's the stipulation of the fight. They is a catch weight. They're not
I
fighting at
know,
the
but where did
at
you? Where
50.
did you? Where's that? Where can I look that up at? Because
I
for
gotta
the fans.
if you follow L Dub Boxing, he got
Okay,
all of
well,
the
we know LW. Yeah, y'all need to follow LW. Keep y'all ass off boxing scene. Y'all need to go
Oh,
follow
so it's a
LW.
catch weight? Oh yeah, you can't
yeah, it's a
defend a
catch weight.
title at a catch weight.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
LW's pretty. LW's pretty.
Yeah,
I'm
L
not.
Dub is solid. He's solid.
He's solid to me. I don't know how you. Well, of
He's
course,
solid.
Free.
L
You
Dub
my
is
brother.
solid.
All right, and
That's why
there's some other brothers.
that's why I usually get all my information from. When I be
Yeah,
hearing
Yeah, L Dub is
about
solid.
fights before they come
yeah.
out, I usually get from L Dub.
I
Ever
don't know
since
where
I
the fuck he be getting
discovered,
the information from, but L Dub is solid. He don't never miss.
Yeah,
ever since
he
I
be
It's
right on
got
the
rare
to
that
money.
he misses.
L-Dub, I don't think that I've looked at boxing scenes ever since. So shout out to him, man. People need to push him a little bit more. Let's try to knock some of this old shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get these new improved people up in here. Like L Dub.
Hey,
You know what I mean? I never even met that
did
brother.
y'all
I don't
hear
even know what he looks like. But I
did
just
y'all
know
hear
his
the
shit be
did
legit.
y'all hear the new news?
What's that?
What you got?
The whole Saudi situation.
What happened?
What you got?
That dude, Turkey or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
he
Yeah.
ain't no goddamn prince.
well,
He ain't no
well,
prince. He's not part of the royal family or none of that. He's a
Well,
minister. He's the
he's the
minister
minister
of
of boxing.
sports.
He's the minister of sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the money
That
guy for
man is
sports. Yeah.
that man don't have no money to give out like that. He got to get approval to give money out. He
I'm pretty
doesn't just
sure he
have
can get that approval.
Yeah. Well,
no
they approving
no
it. Shit.
no. They approval
Joshua
for a
getting 50
certain
million.
they approval for a certain amount. They ain't just giving money away like that for fights. They
No,
approve for
whatever.
certain amounts.
The fights that he's announced, the fights that they have announced, he's been approved for the money. That's why they're announcing it.
They approve, yeah, the fights that he got the approval for. But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
when people would say, "Oh, if Tank Davis won $50 million, he could just ask for $50 million."
Oh
That's not
no
a
no no
guarantee that
no
they.
no no no
That's not
He
a
no.
guarantee
definitely
they can give
can.
him
He definitely
$50 million.
it's definitely guaranteed.
No 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 no
No, that's
no.
not a.
They
That's
gotta.
not no guarantee. No, that
The
man is
fight
not
gotta be
even worth.
worth it. The fight
That
gotta
man
be
is not
worth
even
50
worth.
million. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fight's not
the
even
Well,
man,
worth it.
no, the
I
minister
think
himself is only worth like $5 million. He's not even worth more than Tank Davis. He
well,
don't even have enough money.
I don't know about
You
them
really
guys'
believe?
pockets. I
Do
really
you
don't.
really
I think that's
believe?
cap.
Do y'all
That's
really
cap.
believe that Tank Davis versus Devin Haney is worth $50 million?
Yes.
No.
Uh,
Come on,
Yes.
man. No.
Yes.
not
You
over
know
there.
why?
Won't be.
You know
Not over
why?
there.
No.
Won't
Because
be.
I want both them brothers to get that kind of money. I don't want to
No,
down.
but
Hold on, free. I don't want to down the fight. I want to uplift the fight.
Oh
So
no no no! We're
absolutely,
not
it's
saying that we don't want him to
$50 million.
get that kind of money. I'm
I'm
just saying
not
the fight
saying
ain't
you,
worth
but
that.
some of the fans. Some of the fans. Yes, it is worth it. We're
Yeah,
not gonna get
the
up
fight
here.
ain't worth that
We're not
though. It's
going.
not worth $50
Yeah.
million.
Well, to me, prize fighter is definitely worth $50 million.
no, it's not.
Absolutely, to me.
That's straight cap. That
If
shit ain't
they
worth
giving
50
if
million.
they giving Anthony Joshua that kind of money he got, not against Ngannou, who did he fight last?
The
Oh shit!
heavyweights make way more than anybody
All
else.
right,
Period.
what them? Yeah, that's true too. For I
And
ain't
heavy
disagreeing with you on that
and
one,
you
but
know,
still,
quiet as
nevertheless,
kept. If you've been paying attention, Joshua been getting that kind of money. He's been getting that kind of money for a minute.
yeah. But he's getting a $50 million for a novice. Now the novice got a big name because of what he did with Tyson Fury. And prior to that, there's a lot. I would say he was popular with the UFC, but come on, let's be honest, bro. He's getting a good
Look,
30 clip himself.
he
That
got
motherfucker 0 and
65 for
1.
Usyk. That's what people keep forgetting. The motherfucker got 65 million for Usyk. So
Yeah, well,
50 for
I
this
mean,
dude is what
I
he's
think
used. That's what he usually
to go
gets.
back to the question, I definitely would. If they paying all that money for AJ and Usyk and all that bullshit, absolutely, Devin Haney and Tank Davis is worth $50 million. Give them $25 million
No,
apiece.
no, that Tank ain't taking no $25 million to
All right,
go
well,
over.
give Tank $50 million and give Devin 30 like they doing for Ngannou and
But you don't know if he have the approval to give out that much.
I ain't talking about him himself. I'm talking about the people that's gonna approve the money.
That's
Give
what
them
I'm saying.
send
We
the
don't know if he
Ferraris.
has the approval to give out that much.
I'm not talking about the minister. I'm talking about the people with the money that
That's
don't
who
need
I'm
no
talking about. We're talking about
Yeah, they
we
may
don't know
not
if
think
they're
it's
going to
worth
give
it.
him the approval of
that
giving out
Yeah.
that much.
that minister man said that they want Devin Haney in that country. That man not gonna get up there lying if they never talked about none of that stuff behind the scenes. They want him
That
over here.
they may not
They
want him
want
for
him and
50
Tank.
million though. That's what we
And how do
saying. They
we
may not
know?
want him for
We don't
50
know. We
million.
don't know that we don't know that they
Exactly.
don't.
That's what we saying. We
That's
don't know.
My argument is that they can fund the fight 50 million. If Tank wants 50 million, and give it to him because they got it clearly. So you heard what the man said. They got an endless mountain
Who said that?
That Turkish man.
The government and the royal family do. He ain't got no endless
All
amount of
right,
nothing.
well, he not gonna be just up there. You think they gonna let that? You think that family gonna get up there and let that man say that kind of stuff
No, they're gonna
without
say
consequences?
no. They're gonna say
He
I want to
has the
see this.
green light to
I
say
want
what he
this
wants
fight.
to say.
Hold up.
Clearly,
He's gonna go to the actual man with the money, the prime minister or
Hey,
whoever
what's
he
up, bro? How
is,
you doing?
the king,
Right, right.
the excellency, whoever he is. He's gonna go to him and say, hey, look, I want this fight. How much you
Mine's
think
a
we should put up for this fight? They said they want
29.
like 50 million. He was like,
I don't think nobody's
nope.
gonna go to Frisco and beat them in the NFC.
yo, my guy, do me a favor and mute your mic until you're ready to interact with because you kind of like throwing the panel off.
What's
But
that?
go ahead, Free. I'm sorry, Free. Go ahead, land the
Oh,
plane. What you were saying?
no, I was saying the minister, he's gonna go to the prince or the head of the family, whoever he's getting the money from, because what it is, he's an employee of the government. I mean, of the military. So he's just in charge of sports. But he's gonna say, okay, we got this fight on the table. They saying they want this amount of money. Let me see if I can go get this amount of money. And actually, no, they don't even say how much amount they have that they want. They come and they say, hey, we're gonna give you this amount for the fight. Are you willing to take it? And it's either a yes or no. That's why I don't know where the $20 million came from. People said that it came from the Saudis. The Saudis never said that they offered $20 million to Tank Davis. They never said. They just said they wanted Tank Davis. They wanted to have Tank Davis over
But
there.
the way that the man in charge of sports sound that he wants Tank and Devin over there, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if he said Devin name or not. I heard him say Tank.
He definitely said Devin's name. He said Tank. He said Devin definitely, but he wants Tank too. You go listen to the man, and he said those things. He has the green light to say what he's gonna say because that country is different. You can't be like America and be like Mike Cappinger and get up there and just make up some bullshit. If you do that over there, you liable to be in some serious trouble. You know what I'm saying? So the man knows what he's talking about. If the man can go get the funding, he will go get the funding. They are just as big as boxing fans as he is. They want
But
the events and the major events over there. And they will
but
pay.
the
They got
question.
oil money free. $50 million ain't shit. They can make that shit in a day
No,
probably.
what I'm saying is they never said an amount. They never said an amount.
I
I
know.
said I don't know
Yeah, right.
where
Yeah,
Bill
right.
Haney and Eddie Hearn got the 20 million from, because they never said an amount. They just said they want Tank Davis over there.
Man, they know they can go
Eddie
get 20
Hearn and
million.
Bill Haney said they got 20 million, and what they were saying was that's 20 million to start, and like he was supposed to be, or the guarantee, like he was supposed to get back in. But
Yeah,
we all know when it comes to the Saudis, those fighters don't get back in money. It's just flat fee.
right.
They don't get no back end money.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. It looks like they don't get any back end money, but the guarantees are so high, it's hard to refuse, man. When somebody say 25, 30 million up and that's what you're getting, bro, you know, sheesh. That's a lot of bread, dog. But I hope they get it. The fight is worth 50 million to me. I'm gonna promote that. I'm gonna push that narrative. The fight is worth well over
Man,
50 million.
I ain't pushing shit for none of
I
these
am.
fighters.
I
I'm
am
not
because I
pushing
want
shit.
both. I want both the brothers, the young
I don't
brothers.
care about them getting paid. They can go
I
fight
do.
for $10 for all I care. I don't
Yeah,
care about that.
that's you. But for me, I want them to because they are professional athletes. They are putting their lives on the line. They do have kids and families. I'm a father. You're a father. I do care about they're entertaining us. I want them to. I want them to get the most money as possible, especially being
They
young
can get as much
American
as
black fighters.
they can get paid as much as I'm getting paid, because I'm really putting my life on the line. They not.
That's cap free. They're not putting
No,
their
it's
life
not.
on the line when they get in the ring.
No, since when they take bullets? Since when they taking bullets? They ain't got no bullets coming their way.
I ain't saying they got the most dangerous
Okay
job in
then.
the
So
world, but
like I said,
I mean, I put
they
my
can get
life
paid
on.
what
I
I
do
get paid.
construction work. I'm a construction worker. I operate heavy equipment. I can fuck around, make one bad move, and kill 7 people. You know what I'm saying? So my job is not easy either. That's why I get paid the big bucks. But Nevertheless, I'm not saying that their job is the most dangerous job in the world, but they're punching each other in the face. You know what I'm saying? I want them to get. I want them to be compensated
I don't care about the money. Either they're gonna fight or they're not gonna fight. I don't care how much they get paid. I don't care nothing about the money.
I don't either at the end of the day, but since I'm just going off because everything is about money to the young bulls, then I want them to get all of the fucking money so I can see the fight because I really don't care. So I'm not disagreeing with you.
I mean, like I said, Tank is the A side, so Tank say, Devin Haney, this is what the guarantee is. I get this for the pay-per-view, you get that for the pay-per-view, either take it or leave it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I know a lot of Devin Haney fans, hardcore Devin Haney fans, is not gonna like what D Free just said, but I don't care. He's right. Period.
And if Devin Haney don't take it, he duck.
I mean, you're gonna have that's debatable. It depends if it's
it's not debatable because they said Shakur Stevenson duck, so the shoe fits. He duck.
You know, Free. You know, the young boys, they use that word duck so freely now. You know.
Hey, so like I said, if they say Shakur duck because he decided to go to the sanctioning body to become the mandatory so he can get 30%, then and he didn't take the 25%. So if Tank Davis come out and he say this is what you're getting, take it or leave it, and Devin say no, I'm not taking that, then he duck.
You're gonna have a lot of people that disagree with that.
Can't have it one way and not have it the other way.
Yeah, I mean, people criticize Tank for the weight shit and all that. That's why I said, you know, I'm with my homie Marky Dan and there's a couple other people. I'm just already fatigued out from that fight. I mean, let's keep it a buck, dog. Like, it's too many hurdles, man. Like Earl and Bud. It was so many hurdles. How long did it take? Did it take 5 years, dog?
Y'all still haven't got it yet. That's the problem. Y'all still haven't got it yet.
Oh my God, I'm just so fatigued.
Y'all haven't got it yet. Bro. Ever since the 90s came around, when you want the big fights, it's going to take a minute before you get it. It's been like that. When everybody wanted Holyfield and Mike Tyson, it took a minute before we got it. We didn't get that fight.
Mike was all fucked up. Before that, though, Free Don was putting some fights out, man.
I'm just saying, like I said,
a couple fights was like that, but it seemed like today's climate, Free, every fight is like
since the 90s hit. When it's a big fight that the fans want to see, it's going to take a minute before you get it. That's why I don't get excited for it. That's why BVO said D Free don't get excited for these fights because I know the play. I know I've been around the sport of boxing for a long time. I know how they move.
Yeah.
It's going to take a minute before you get that big fight. They want to squeeze as much juice out of that fight as they can possibly can. They're going to keep building and keep building until they feel like the fans are going to say, you know what, we don't even care about it no more. Once we about to get to that point, then they give us the fight.
And then that's when Earl and Bud. That's what they do. That's why the numbers went that way because that fight should have.
That's the way Floyd and Manny went.
Easily.
Floyd and Manny went that way. Earl and Bud, Tyson and Holyfield. Is a lot of fights that went like that. They squeezed it until the fans was about to give up on it, and then they gave it to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's some fights out there that. I mean,
that's why I don't really talk about Tank and Devin because
it's
when you stop talking about it, then that's when they start to say, okay, you know what, we're gonna give them the fight because nobody want to really care about this fight. We need to get as much as we can get out of this fight now.
It's really exhausting. I don't even want to talk about Devin and Tank no more ever again. I don't even. You know what? I don't even click on video or clips. If I like to read too, I don't want to. Where we go? Devin seemed like he wants to fight in Saudi. Tank telling him, I ain't going over there. I need whips. I need all kind of stuff. I'm running the show in America. I don't need that money. I'm doing this. But is he going to get paid with more in his next fight than what them Saudis is giving out free? I don't think that he is, bro.
He can.
He can. Against who?
He can. No, I mean not his next fight. I mean, well, then again, we don't know. We don't know how much that fight going to generate. We don't know.
But I'm saying, who is he going to get in there with, though? He doesn't have a lot of
If
options at this point to make that kind of money, or anybody that want to fund 30
yes, he
million,
does.
20 million.
Yes,
Who?
he does.
Who?
He can make that much money
Name not
fighting.
Devin Haney against who?
He can fight a Mexican that has a big name and make that much
Who?
money.
Who, free?
Name any Mexican at 135 that has a name.
Who?
I just said name any Mexican at 135 that has a name.
I don't know, free. I'm asking you. Who?
You don't know William Zepeda?
Yeah, but he ain't getting that. They ain't paying for that. Nobody gonna pay no guarantees for that.
That's what you believe.
Man.
I know how these Mexicans stand behind their fighters.
Man, they not pulling up for no Zepeda fight.
Nobody thought that.
$25-30 million, dog.
Nobody thought that
You know
Tank and
that.
Ryan was going to do 1.2 neither. They thought that was going to do somewhere around 500,000. They doubled that.
I mean, I'm not surprised that it did $1 million or better because of the social media and the casual fans who don't know shit about boxing. Everybody's gonna get together because Ryan hits the pads and he's fighting the big Tank and all of this stuff. It was a social media experiment, bro. Ryan, they don't know what they was looking at. And 1.2 million.
It's all about how you build up the fight and how you promote the fight. That's how you get the best out of your pay-per-view.
Because exactly they went on a tour in his next fight.
They went on a tour for that fight, and they sold that fight to everybody. They sold that fight, and that's how they did it.
Tank and Ryan's
where they know there was
social media, dog. They ain't have to. That shit was easy to sell. It was easy to sell.
He could
Why do you think Ryan ain't fighting this next fight in pay-per-view? If he was such a big pay-per-view star, why wasn't his fight on pay-per-view? Because they couldn't.
That's why I keep and that's another thing too, because Knockout put the numbers out there too. And I try to tell everybody kept saying Ryan was the reason why Tank did 1.2. He had a small part of that. He had a small part of it. Because if you look at Ryan's last live gate, that man barely made $1 million. He did 1,017,000.
Right.
His live gate, 1,017,000. He did less than Devin Haney. Devin Haney did 1.7. He did 1,017,000.
That's why I'm saying it was a social media thing. It was a Instagram thing. Ryan didn't bring all the fans. Like everybody piped it up. Tank had just as many fans as Ryan did. I'm not saying Ryan didn't have nobody. He didn't help. Yes, he did.
Tank had more fans than Ryan did.
I believe he did. Tank Davis, he's been on pay-per-view multiple times at this point in his career. I don't know if it's 5 or 6 times already. Ryan did 1. And he did come with his fans too, but Tank fans showed up. And people don't want to give him credit for that. I'm giving him credit for that. I think that more people tuned in because they knew that Tank was going to smash this internet kid. And he did.
Tank been having celebrities at his fight since what? Was it the Rolly fight or was it the fight before that? It might have been a Rolly fight or it might have been the Eastside Cruz fight. But he's been having celebrities since he fought in Atlanta. He's been having celebrities come to his fights.
Yeah. Who did he fight down in Atlanta? That was I can't remember. But I remember
I think it was Mario Barrio.
That was a good event down there, man. And clearly Gervonta Davis, he's gonna even if he picks the right opponent, he can absolutely crack 100, 200,000 in his next fight if he picks the right opponent. He absolutely can. Y'all tripping if y'all don't think Tank Davis is not a draw. He knocks people out, bro. That's what people want to see. They want to see somebody get smashed. You know what I mean?
I think if Tank Davis fight Frank Martin, I think they probably do somewhere between 300,000 to 400,000 pay-per-views.
I'll say 200 to 350.
Nah, he did 2 with daggone Hector Garcia.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't know Frank Martin. He's no.
Shit, they know Frank Martin because of Earl Spence.
Yeah, yeah, that's true too. So he'll have some extra fans there, but I mean, I can see him doing. You know what? I'll retract my number. I'll say 100 to 300,000, anywhere in that range. They'll do that with Frank Martin, which is still good in today's climate because they're going to charge you damn
He gonna
70,
do.
$80.
He gonna do well over two
And I
hundred
hope he
thousand.
does. I hope he does a million in his next pay per view. You know what I'm saying?
You got to
I
remember,
hope he does a million.
he just coming off the fight with Ryan Garcia.
Hmm.
He's gonna do well over 200,000.
And he had a bunch of stuff going on in his personal life, so he got a little story behind it. When he sit down and do an
He's
interview,
gonna do well over 200,000. He's gonna do
yeah,
somewhere around 3 or 4 with Frank Martin.
and I hope you're right. But I'm gonna stick what I'm saying anywhere from 100 to 300. But I hope he does. I hope I'm wrong. But I just hope he picks the right opponent. I don't want to see El Rayo. He's been
I
knocked
mean,
out brutally
El
before.
Rayo, El Rayo got a fan base as well.
Yeah, he do, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be a lot of criticism build up to the fight. You're going to have a bunch of raccoons jumping on their channels talking about he ain't fighting nobody and you free. I wish
They're
I
going
want to name some names. I
they're
really
going they're
do
going
want
to
to name the
criticize
names.
him if he fight Frank Martin.
I don't think so. I don't think that they
They are.
will.
They're going to say
He
if
doesn't
Tank
have a
Davis
lot of
go in
choices.
there and he knocks out Frank Martin, they're going to say Frank Martin was green. He ain't really fight nobody. The best person on his resume was daggone Michelle Rivera. They're
Did
going to
they
find a
build
way
up
to
to be something that
downplay it.
he wasn't? That's not his fault.
No, but I'm
You
saying
know.
that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna criticize Frank Martin. At first,
Yeah, but
everybody wanted to see him fight. They already criticizing it now. They're saying Frank Martin's a cherry pick.
how can it be? Well, them fans are casual fans to me. Them people that don't buy pay-per-views, those
Uh,
are the people who don't go to the fights. Those are people who's just on the internet
I don't know
typing.
if it's I don't
Man,
think it's the casual fans. I think it's the fans that's on YouTube that's talking.
you can't do that. If he goes in there with Frank Martin, you got to coming off. When did he fight Ryan? When was that? That's been a
That
little
was in
minute ago.
April.
Okay, so in April. So if he comes off his jail house of what's it called? What's it called? Free? Damn, it's on. I'm drawing a blank. House arrest. If he's on all that stuff and he criticized that man for that, bro. He didn't get in there with Pitbull Cruz like he said. We didn't want that. A lot of people don't want to see El Rayo, and if he gets in there with Frank Martin, that's his only option to me. He don't have no more options. Other than Shakur, you gonna do that with Shakur? You know, there's gonna be a lot of hurdles with that. So I don't see him getting in there with Shakur next. Who else but Frank Martin? Frank Martin looking for a big opportunity. He looking for the smoke. That's what he say. So we got to see what he gonna do. You know, if he getting there with somebody we don't know, they're gonna grind him up. You know, before the fight, the build up, they're gonna tear his ass up, and then that's gonna turn people off. You're gonna have these coon ass channels getting out here, and I really wish BVO would let us start naming y'all names, but I'm gonna respect the brother, the owner of the channel, because I get up because I'm on that dumb shit. Cause I'm stupid like that. I'll get up here and tell y'all really how I feel, but I be really holding back. If Tank picked the wrong opponent, they're gonna criticize the build-up. If he picked Frank Martin, you can't really criticize that build-up, dog. You gotta that's legit right there. How you gonna criticize that fight? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else in a rush to get in there with Frank Martin. So, you know, if Tank's fighting at 135, then forget about you can't say, oh, he's fighting Frank Martin, he's ducking Devin. Well, Devin's a 140 pounder. You know, if Tank is saying, you know what, I ain't like 40, I went up there, I ain't like it. I'm 35. You can't get mad at that, bro. So if he gets in there with Frank, I think that would be good for him. I think he really doesn't have a lot of picks. He probably Tank seems like he a type of nigga that do be on the internet all the time. I don't think he watched every interview like with Calvin Ford and all that, but I do think he watches Instagram and watches what people saying about him and Devin Haney. But you can't criticize him if he don't go to 40 and fight that man. If he campaigning at 35 and he just going there and whooping everybody at 35, then it is what it is. Y'all got to get over it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can't get up here and criticize and he ducking this one. And I ain't getting up here caping for Tank. I'm just saying. Because I like Dev too. I want to see them two fight next. Or if he want to go in there and smash Frank Martin and Devin take a fight and then they meet up, fine. But I want to see that fight now. I don't want to wait 5 years. So that's just how I feel. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think we're gonna how long we been rocking? 45 minutes. I mean, BVO ain't come up here, free dropped off, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Shout out to my brother BVO Boxing for letting us get up here and cook. Y'all know where y'all can find us at. You know, shout out to my bro Marky Dan. Y'all can catch us on Tuesdays, 9:15 East Coast time. You know what I'm saying? Me and Marky Dan get up here and talk our shit. We let y'all get on here, say what y'all want to say. Y'all can come up here and agree with us, disagree with us. We love it all, So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, follow, check BVO out on his reels, and just tap in with us, man. We let y'all get up here. A lot of platforms don't let y'all get up here and cook. You know what I'm saying? So we let y'all have an opportunity to get up here and cook and come in and challenge us and disagree with us or agree with us and have a good time. So, we talk, sometimes we lose the topic of boxing. We talk about basketball, real shit in the world. So, tap in with us. But it's your boy Prize Fighter representing BVO Boxing, and I'm signing off. Yeah.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO.